So Liam, under 35 seconds here at Nottingham for the very first time. So how did that feel?
I mean, it's just great to be out racing again. It's been such a long time. Stepped out of the boat for my last competition in September 2019, so it's been an incredibly long time. Big journey, ups and downs, through the whole pandemic we've been living through, everyone's been living through with ups and downs. So just to get out, line up in a bucket and look down that racing line again has been absolutely fantastic. Getting some good times like that in cold water is a really positive step. It's a marker for me, and it's something to progress from with the training.
So where do you go next after this then? So you've put down a time here, gives you an idea of where you're at. What's the next steps for you?
So it will be pretty much straight back into training tomorrow. We've had a full week taper for this to see where we're at in terms of the training and stuff we've been putting in, and it will be sort of evaluating that and looking at the training we've done, things we can tweak, areas we can improve, and then trying to implement those. So it's kind of take this point, learn from it, and then try and move forwards and develop the program a little bit more.
Well, you're obviously clearly very good at looking at things in detail. You've always been like that, haven't you? And seeing where you can learn. And what did you learn from the pandemic? In a positive sense, obviously it's been very difficult for everyone. But there must be some positives that you've drawn out of it for your training.
I think it's that independent passion and motivation to be able to push yourself through training by yourself at home or with your family, obviously, but just continuing to knock those sessions out time after time, essentially by yourself with your coach on the phone or with a couple of other athletes on FaceTime or Zoom or whatever application you use. So it's been kind of a refocus in terms of that, and also a reappreciation of all the support that you are given as an athlete on the funded program and supported by British Canoeing. So I mean, those things have been stripped away. I mean, they helped as much as they could in terms of getting equipment and everything set up for us to continue training, but you don't have that everyday physio support, everyday coaching support, everyday psychology support, or all those things which are in the background. It's renewed your appreciation for that, as well as that appreciation for your own motivation and desire to want to achieve within the sport that you love.
Yeah, well, you've still obviously got that desire, and you're still right at the very front end, and it's wonderful to see and wonderful to have you race here. We're really delighted that you did. But also maybe just a quick word for some of your competitors as well. It's great for them to have that benchmark to race against, and they did very well today.
Definitely. I mean, there's been some outstanding racing today. I mean, the conditions have been fantastic. Flat tailwind, bright sunshine. Lewis put in an incredible effort. To go that fast with everything that we've been through is pretty incredible. Assembling his own program, applying it, having that attitude to push himself. And Dan as well, who I train with, a young athlete. Really doing well, as well as multiple performances over the weekend with 1,000 metres yesterday with Charlie, and from the women as well. Deborah Kerr's been putting in some absolute awesome efforts, I hope everyone can walk away from this with some positivity towards the future and develop upon their performances that they've put together. And I guess on the back of that, I'd like to thank everyone who's made this event possible. Everyone behind the scenes with British Canoeing and the Sprint Race Committee to be able to assemble this event in challenging times, and I think it's been incredibly successful. And as well, the initiative that Sprint Race Committee put into action with this live streaming, capturing it and streaming it out there to everybody, I think that's been absolutely incredible, and that has been funded by the community as well, which has them invested in it and shows them wanting to watch the sport, and that's been really good.
Well, it's great to have that. I think we are such a passionate community, and it's great to have people like you, so passionate but also right up there winning the medal. So we wish you the very best of luck for Rio, and we look forward to seeing you on the journey before we get there.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Liam.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Take care.